that we really love and appreciate the time that we've had with him.
Talking about some of those tough decisions, I saw that Shaun Dolac dressed but didn't play. Was that
Yep.
reflective of his status?
It's a good sign for him, and we'll continue to evaluate, but he's done a really good job. He's made his presence felt on teams. I think he's played really well for those inside backers. He's got a good understanding of what we're trying to get done, the intent of different things, and I've been really pleased with him.
And then kind of same deal with some of those handful of those backup offensive linemen as well that dressed but didn't play.
Yep, those guys, they've established themselves as guys we can count on. You look at even last year, Questenberry's been a guy that has played at a high level, can play right or left side. We're really fortunate to have him. Justin Dedich and Bo Limmer did a great job of being able to get a bunch of meaningful snaps last year. They've continued to elevate their game. Both those guys can play all three interior spots. And I think Warren McClendon's emergence and ascendance, to being a really good football player where he can play right tackle. We saw that on display last year when Rob was missing. And then I think he's even doing a great job being able to play on the left side as well. So good signs for those guys.
And then Terrence Ferguson making his debut
Yeah.
today. I think it was mentioned on the broadcast. Wanted to get him around 20 snaps. Just how did you feel like it did?
Felt like it was good. It was obviously a challenge. That's a really good defense. They played their lead dogs and, had a little bit of trouble being able to get some throws off, but he won on some routes where he missed them earlier on. And I thought it was really cool for he and, Dresser to be able to connect on that vertical shot from the slot. Wish he wasn't out of bounds on that, but then it was cool to be able to come back off the play action and be able to make that play. You feel him. He's just got a nice pace to his game. Thought it was great to be able to get him out there.
And then health-wise, is there anybody that has something that they're working through that will factor into conversations in the next few days?
I don't think so. I think, we had a couple guys going into this game that were a little bit banged up. A.J. Green had a swollen knee. Ty Hamilton wasn't feeling great and wanted to be smart with him. Charles Woods left with, I think he's in the concussion protocol. But we'll see. There's some of these guys, they played their ass off today. And so hopefully we come out clean, Stu, and we'll see, and I'll have updates for you as we go.
Shaun, what made your decision to play Dresser the entire game?
Yeah, I think really just Stetson played 8 meaningful quarters. I thought he did a great job. He got so many more reps than he would have gotten otherwise because Matthew was missing, and thought it was an earned opportunity for Dresser, and I was really proud of him. And I thought as he got into the flow of the game, I thought he did an excellent job. And I thought in the circumstances, Dave Ragone was outstanding. He does such a great job as a quarterback coach. He's been a coordinator, can call plays at a high level, and thought he did an excellent job managing this situation and putting our guys in a position to make some plays today. You good? Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. We talked about it, but I'm happy to answer it again. It was really good to be able to see him get out there, make some plays. I thought he won on some routes earlier where we just missed him, came back to the same sort of route in a man coverage situation. It was kind of perfect where it kind of was underthrown. He's able to come back to the football, and that was a good location on the ball based on the coverage. Creates after the catch, thought that maybe was going to be a touchdown. Foot was clearly out of bounds and then comes back and makes a good play. Thought he did a good job in the run game, and so he's a guy that we're very excited about. I think really Scooter Huff has done an outstanding job with our tight ends. Mark Redmond did some nice things today, but you look at Tyler Higbee, Colby Parkinson, Davis Allen, Terrence Ferguson, that's a group we feel really fortunate to have.
What's the challenge for you and your staff now between now and Tuesday?
It's really being able to identify what's the best way to be able to put this group together, because there's going to be a lot of guys that maybe don't make our 53 that I think are NFL 53 caliber type of players, and that's a positive problem for us, and it's tough for these guys because you love them, you care about them so much. It's one of the worst parts about this job is the inevitability of losing some guys that you really start to develop meaningful relationships with. That's what this is about. But I do feel fortunate that, I look at it as we got 69 guys on our football team with 16 spots on the practice squad. And so there will be some really tough decisions to be able to figure out what are those 69 guys. And we'll put our heads together and try to make the best decision for our team, and be excited as hell about starting our preparation for the Texans.